Hello ladies and gentle ladies, welcome back to another stream. I am totally not 10 minutes late because I totally didn't forget I was meant to be streaming tonight. But regardless, we are here. Okay. Yeah. Gotta sort everything out because I was very unprepared for this because I somehow completely forgot. It's great. Okay. Okay. I think I've got everything sorted out now. Yep, that should be everything. So, camera, and then we get rid of this. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream. We are going to be doing Industria again, so nothing too special. And today we're going to be working on the upgrade station, which is something completely new, but it is still relevant to the drill. So don't worry, we're not going away from the drill just yet. And let me just, yeah, that should all be fine. Okay, everything should be good. So, let's just quickly sort out IntelliJ. Hello Super C, welcome to the stream. This music is very loud. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. I'm gonna run the game so we're starting off in the game. I think that's a good idea. And then I can explain what the plan is for the stream. Yes, this is indeed Fabric. That is what the title says. We are in Fabric 1.21. Specifically 1.21.3, but I guess that doesn't really matter. I could just put that in the title, I guess. I doubt anyone really cares, but I'll put it in the title. Sure, there we go. So yes, we're going to quickly run the game. It might not actually load, but regardless, we'll try. I have a feeling it might actually crash because I haven't loaded it up since I've done the recent changes, so we'll see. God, this music is so loud. It's not loud on the stream though, is it? I don't think. Okay, the game actually didn't crash. I'm somewhat surprised. Okay, here we are. So if you have been here for the previous streams, you would have heard me talk about the fact that we need to have the drill heads be upgradable, right? So we have the block builder drill head, and then we also have the simple drill head. And my idea is that there'll be some way to also maybe waterproof a drill head, or diamond tip a drill head, or lava proof a drill head, those kind of things. So the idea is we're going to create an upgrade station that will allow us to upgrade the drill heads, and this in the future can be used to upgrade other things too. It's not going to be exclusive to drill heads, but we'll start with just drill heads since that's what we have in the game at the moment. So that's the plan, and I've kind of already got started. So I've already created the upgrade station here, and it should also place down as a multi-block. It did not. It did not like that. Placing it down as a multi-block did not work. What should you use a drill for? The drill is used to drill down to the oil pockets, which there aren't actually any in this world because I created this world before I created oil pockets. But basically scattered across the world in deserts, there are oil pockets, which you can find with the seismic scanner. And it will kind of show you when you're near one and whatever. And then when you're on top of it, you can shift right click and it will basically give you like a hologram on top of this. I guess for anyone new, I can actually show you that real quick since it's fairly simple. Okay, so you see we're in a desert. If we grab a seismic scanner, we're going to search for an oil pocket. For now it just spams chat, but obviously that's not ideal. There you go. Now if I shift right click, you can see we have the pocket displayed here. Let's stop chat from being spammed. There we go. And the idea is you'll be able to go into the GUI and you'll be able to like compare different ones that you found and that kind of thing. And then once you've found one, you can go ahead and drill down to it using the drill. So I'll go back into the other world. So if we grab the drill, there it is. We also need a motor and we also need a head. So we will place down the drill and we will put the motor in. Not in there, in there, and then the drill in there. And then we also, before we can start, need power. This should actually not be working. Which is interesting. That we'll fix that in a second then. So we need to connect up some power. We'll just use wind for now. So we'll do something like that, which you see now gives it power. And if we drill down, you see that it just starts drilling like that. Now that will obviously drill down all the way to the oil pocket. And if you chose to use the builder head, then as it comes back up, you can choose to place specific blocks. So for example, you might want to place the drill tubes. That's pretty much always what you would want to place. So you place those in there, and as it comes back up, it would go ahead and actually place those drill tubes. If I stop it real quick, I can actually replace it whilst it's running, which is a bit jank, but you can do that. And you will see now as it comes back up, it will start to place these drill tubes. So we'll just quickly go tick rate 50 or something. Just make it go a little bit faster because it will take a minute. We can go and have a look where it is actually. It's probably not that far down. Yeah, there you go. So you see it's now coming, as it's coming up, it's placing the drill tubes. As you can see. And that will take a minute, so we can once again go tick rate like 200, which is going to make it zoom up. And there you go. Oops. And you see that used all the drill heads, and then the output here is completely filled up as well. So that's the drill, and then once you have drilled down and you've got the drill tubes, you can place the pump jack so that the bridle is over it. It's not positioned correctly at the moment, but basically like this, and then you'll be able to pump up oil effectively. So what we're going to be doing in this stream is we're going to be creating the block that allows us to upgrade these drill heads, basically. That's what we're going to be doing. I have already started it, as you can see. So this is the upgrade station here. Now, I don't know why when I place this down, it's not actually placing the multi-block. That's interesting, isn't it? Let's go to the multi-block type init. Upgrade station. Position.add. This should be fine, I think. Let me go to the block class real quick. No, not that one. This one. Here we go. Oh, I don't actually have the placement code in it, apparently. So forgot where that's done then. Yeah, here it is. I should probably extract this into the controller block, shouldn't I? Sure, we can do that. But I will basically just take this out, put it in here, and all I really need to do is check that it's instance of a multi-blockable. You can't do like multi-blockable and block entity, can you? I'm just curious. You can't do that, right? No, unfortunately not. So in that case, what we can do is we can just say block entity, block entity. We can say block entity is instance of multi-blockable. Then we can do multi-blockable.build multi-block and then pass in the block entity 30, like that. That'll just make that work, and then that means that in here we don't need that, and then also in the pump jack we don't need that in here either, which is good. So we can close that, close that, close that. And one thing I do need to do in here is I need to override the get ticker and just return tickable block entity to create ticker world, because I forgot to do that earlier. And yeah, that should mean that the multi-block now works. So if we go ahead and actually restart the game, that should fix our multi-block. And then we're probably not going to bother with creating a model in this stream, because I don't think you guys really want to see me create a model. So I will do that some other time. Let's just quickly change the render type to invisible. There we go. Because this is going to use a block entity render to actually render the model. Okay. And I have already created also the recipe class for this, but I haven't obviously tested it yet, so I don't know if it's going to work. Hopefully it does. I'm not entirely confident on the matches method, to be honest, because some of these. Yes, I did use ChatGPT for some of this. Because I could not be bothered to try and figure this out myself. Even though realistically this isn't that complicated. All it does is it goes over, inserts all the item stacks from all the slots, and then it gets the max width, which is used to basically calculate whether or not it should be allowed, like in the top left, like if the recipe's 2x2, if it should be allowed in the top right or whatever, that kind of thing. That's basically what this does. So it's not complicated. Yeah, and then it just tests basically whether the ingredient from the key is equal to whatever the current stack is at that, that position, which is fine. So let's see if the multi-block now works. Oh, it should do. There's no reason why not. Here we are. Yeah, it can make Java code that works sometimes. It's rare, but it does happen. Okay, it doesn't like this. Interesting. That means my code here is wrong. Suppose I'll get x plus x. I don't really need a mutable pos for this, do I? Just do that and see if that works. It's possible the mutable pos was up. Nope. Interesting. Maybe I have done something wrong here. Honestly, I wrote this all on my laptop and I didn't really have internet whilst I was doing it. Because it was on the train and there was no. So I'm not entirely sure. Possibly this could be completely wrong code. We will check the other ones. Check the drill, for example. Not that. This. Drill maybe isn't the best example because it's full of all this stuff, but hopefully we can find it in here somewhere. There we go. X is equal 0, y is equal. Yeah, that should be fine because that does the same check there. How do you save new code without Minecraft restarting? You have to be in debug mode, first of all. And then second of all, you have to make sure what you're changing is not like for example, if I tried to change this to no longer return a list, right? Instead it returns like a set or something. First of all, it can't error, of course. But assuming this wasn't erroring, that also wouldn't work because you can't change like method signatures or anything like that. And then the other thing is when you've made the change, you have to build the project. Or you can do what I'm doing, which is hot swapping it, and that's using the single hot swap plugin, which, if you're curious, is this one. There's only one, so that one, which is great. And that's basically it. For those, it's very useful. Very, very useful. Now. No. Why isn't this working? Maybe. Actually, I might know what it is. So. Let's do this. Yeah, that would be why. Because when I registered it, I set it as 13 because I was trying to include the controller block. So that obviously won't work. So yes, it is in fact 12. And this, for example, I can't hot swap this because this is something that's registered. It's static. So I have to restart the game. which is annoying. I mean, there technically is ways around that, but it's not really worth it, to be honest. So we'll restart the game. The multi-block should now work, which is basically what I want. And then, yeah, we'll see. Then after we've done that, I'm not sure what we'll do after that. I guess we could create the screen, add the slots in the screen handler, those kind of things. And then I need to add a way to be able to select a recipe, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but we'll try that in a second. So, upgrade station. Let's try and place it down. There you go. You see that worked. And if I click any of these blocks, it tries to open the screen, which you can tell from down there. If I break it, it breaks the whole thing. And it supports rotation. That's good. But it does support rotation. Okay. So horizontal that way. It does it? Yeah, no. Wait, it doesn't. Or does it? Am I going crazy? I don't know. I'll figure that out. Not important right now. So, okay, let's do the screen then, so we can actually test that out. Let's place this back down again. Place it up there. You know what? For now, we're going to get a model rendered, actually, so we can see where it is, because otherwise it is quite hard to tell where it is. So let's get a model rendered, and then we can figure out everything else. I didn't mean to do that. A modded. There we go. And we're going to go fabric 1.17 plus, and to make sure y-axis is flipped. Okay. I don't care about those. Those are fine. Okay. We'll create this. This is going to be main. Create this. Now, I'm not going to really spend too much time on this because I'm obviously going to want to completely redo this at some point. So we can, or just like that. I'm basically just going to cover the area that it is, and get that rendered. That's just the easiest way, I think. So something like that. Okay, I'll do the whole area. For now. That, and then where is the controller? I think the controller was there in by 16 by 632 by 16 in by 6. So that's basically the multi-block for now. Obviously easy to change later. It doesn't. So I will go ahead and create a texture. So give that save. Go source main resource. That's in our texture block, and I'll just call this the upgrade underscore station. Go, and let's also save. I don't really care about saving the BB model actually, so we're not gonna. The source client Java dev Industria. We're gonna go model, and I'm just gonna call this the upgrade station model. Lovely. So we can close that. client. Go ahead and quickly edit this model. So upgrade station model. Quickly fix the package there and fix the constructor. Extend model. I believe the super needs to take in the root part now, and then it also needs to take in the render layer like that. Set angles goes and render goes. Those aren't needed anymore. And then we want the entity model layer, which I'm aware that you don't actually need this. But I've kind of started doing it, so for consistency, I'm going to keep it, at least for the foreseeable future. Extra location as well. This is a block, man. Come on. There we go. Main is actually useless, so I'm not gonna do that either, because I don't care about doing that. In our client, we need to quickly register that. So entity model layer registry. And we're gonna upgrade station. Nice. We're also going to want the renderer as well, so block entity renderer factories. We're going to want a renderer in a second. Whilst I'm here, we'll register the handled screens as well. Should be basically all of the things we need in here. Let's go ahead and create the screen. So we're going to new class, and I'm going to call this the upgrade station screen. Extends handled screen of type upgrade station screen handler. Go. And structure please, and also init. We're going to want init in a minute. This title X will just be equal to that. Thank you. We're going to render the background, so I think I called it screen utils. Yes. Let's create the texture location. So identifier texture. There we go. We're going to draw context, texture. That, yes, perfect. Yeah, then we're going to want render, and we're going to want to draw the mouse over tooltip. Good. We are also going to want to draw the energy, so I guess we can do that now. So we could do that real quick. So I'll grab that from doesn't really matter, I guess the motor. Sure. Once again, at some point I will create a widget for that. Just not right this second. Okay, we're going to want a method to get the energy percentage. Sure, so we can create that. I'm going to copy that from here. Not that. This. There we go. Why is it erroring? Oh, because that method doesn't exist. That would be very helpful. We will want that. So let's go into here. And we'll create this. Not like that though. We have to actually specify the side. which I think I can just put null because, yeah, I didn't specify a side for that. Then we're also going to do the inventories as well. So one thing I will need to create is the get recipe inventory, which we will use soon. But more importantly, we need the other ones. We need to say public simple inventory, get input inventory. Yeah, I guess it technically uses indexes, which is kind of cringe, but sure. There we go. Didn't like that. That's just a simple. There you go. Hello, Murad, I'm guessing is how you say your name. Hello, welcome to the stream. Why is it erroring? Am I blind? I'm blind. There you go. I don't need this anymore, so let's just get rid of that. Can't hot swap that. I don't know why I tried to. This is all fine, right? Yes. What I should do actually is create a synced data, which I'm going to put the progress in. So I'm going to create a private final. Fuck, what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. What do they call it in Yarn? They call it something kind of weird. Oh, that's it. Property delegate. Property delegate, I think? Yes. I don't know why they call it that. It's quite weird, really. So we're going to want this, yeah. Which will say switch on index, which for now we'll just do that. Yeah, that's fine. Hey. Yeah, it's going to moan at me because too few, but that's fine for now. And then basically in here we can add those. How do you know what to do? Like, I know Java, but empty code looks like a mess and I don't understand anything. You basically just learn. I mean, there isn't really much to say. Yeah, there isn't much to say. I would say read the docs, you know, the minimum, you know, the docs that do exist, that is. And I guess other than that, you can watch tutorials, which usually help. Outside of that, it's just time and a matter of learning it, right? Like nothing too crazy really is going on here. If you really look at it, like effectively none of this matters, right? You could basically ignore these. This method just creates an identifier. There's nothing to say about that really. There's nothing to say about this. This just creates a translatable text component. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say, I guess. I would say it's just a matter of time, really. I mean, it's been so long since I started that it's hard for me to remember what it's like to not know things, you know? Because I started doing this stuff like almost 8 years ago. So to me, it feels very intuitive. I would say, yeah, just time, really. Just play around with things, see what they do. The more time you put in, the more you'll understand. And actually, the biggest thing I would say is to try and help other people. Trying to help other people massively increases your learning. It's crazy. Like, if you can, try and help people. Even if it's something you don't know how to do, don't reply if you don't know how to do it, but try and figure it out, right? Try and see if you can figure it out, and if you can figure it out, then sure, you can help them, right? But yeah, that's what I would say. Like, when I started, most of my time I probably spent trying to figure things out for other people, and that helped me a lot to learn things, because I was doing things I never thought I would do, and then it turns out I come to do the same thing 2 months later, and I'm like, holy shit. Helping that guy has actually just helped me to create this thing I thought I'd never be creating. It's crazy. So I would actually say that's the biggest thing, if you can, and if you have the time, because it does take time, to be fair. And if you're looking for places to do that, I mean, there's forums, of course. Like Forge has the Forge forums if you're on Forge. Fabric, I don't think actually has forums. I don't know. I think people use the Reddit sometimes. But the biggest place really is Discord, right? You got my Discord, you got Corp and Joe's Discord, you've got the Fabric Discord, Forge Discord, of course, NeoForge Discord, of course. You've got MMD, you got Modded MC, you've got what else is there? There's Mod Dev Cafe, which I think is kind of dead, to be honest. There's another one which I completely forgot what it is. There's loads of places. I think people even get support in like the FTB server or something. I feel like I've heard that before. Maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining that, but I feel like that's a thing. And that's just my best recommendation I can give you, to be honest, because that's what I did, and I think that helped me a lot. But yeah, other than that, it's just trial and error, just messing around with things, you know. Unrelated, what do you think about Bedrock mods and Marketplace? I think it's terrible. Well, yeah. The problem is that it's mostly just copies of things on Java. They're not generally very creative. And also, yeah, I don't know. I mean, sure, you get money for doing it, right? But I don't know. I think Java is kind of the place to be if you want to do modding. Not really. I wouldn't really say. Yeah. Hello, Basti. Welcome to the stream. Greetings from the Baltic Sea, eh? Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fun. If you play Bedrock, sure. Like, I guess if you play it, it makes sense that you'd want to make mods for it. I don't play it, so I can't really empathize with that. And most people like in the modding community play it. don't play it, I mean, is what I meant to say. Most people don't play it, you'll find. So, I don't know. Java is the way, unfortunately, for a lot of people. A lot of people hate Java. But, you know, it is what it is, right? What can you do? And hey, if Mojang eventually abandons Java Edition, it's just better for modders, right? It's better for modders because we don't have to deal with their shitty updates that rewrite everything that doesn't need rewriting. It's great. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Chat. We can't be doing this. You know how much I like to get sidetracked. Okay, what do we need to do? So we need to grab our inventories first of all. So simple inventory input inventory is going to be equal to block entity.get input inventory. Then we're going to get the output inventory. And actually we'll validate these first. So we'll say check size of input inventory 9. Then we're going to do input inventory.onOpen, and we're going to pass in the player. Then we're going to do the same thing here. So check size of the output inventory, which is 1. And then we're going to say output inventory.onOpen. Lovely. Then we're going to add the player. Oh? Oh? Hold up a goddamn second. This is new. These are new. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. This is revolutionary. Only took them 15 years. But here it is. We no longer have to write this out, and we no longer have to copy paste it every single time. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is so good. Okay, so now all we have to do is we have to, what, pass in the top and the left positions? Yeah. I don't remember what the top and the left. What, there you go. I guess it's 8 and 84. No, this is actually great, because this means that I can go into all my screen handlers, right? So Alloy Furnace, for example, and I can get rid of those, right? And I can just get rid of these methods. Bye-bye. And I have to pass in the player inventory, which is actually what I've probably called it on all of these. But look. I'm going to close these actually because I'm going to go through all of these screens and do this. So do that, get rid of these, come in here, do that, get rid of these, in there, boom. I don't know why these ones are, why that's out of order like that. This one apparently is called player inv. I don't know why it's named differently in there. Whatever. Is player inv in here too? Consistency, man. Why am I so inconsistent? Get rid of those. But look, oh, this is wonderful. I'm very happy. But I'm not really happy because they've done other shit which is worse. But regardless, it's pretty good. A good start. I'm making some useful changes whilst making awful other ones, but hey. There we go. That's not that bad. So now all of the screen handler classes are a lot easier now, or a lot simpler anyways. So that's good. Hello 7410, welcome to the stream. let's do add block entity inventory, which is going to take in our input inventory and output inventory. And no. We use loops, man. Come on. We'll say column. That's 3. Row is less than 3. And we're going to add a slot. We're just going to add a new slot for now. This will have some validation later on, but for now this is fine. And then we're going to add the output slot. Lovely. Oh, look how much better this is. This is lovely. Okay. We need to also add the property. So add properties, block entity. Can I don't have a getter for that. Fine. I will want a getter for that get. Property delegate. There you go. Lovely. Okay. So we'll add get property delegate. I don't know what happens with that on the client, actually. Maybe I should pass that in here. Probably pass that in here. Property delegate, properties. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Properties. I don't know why the music has stopped. Why has it done this again? This needs to be a new array property delegate of size for now. It won't stay size 1 for long. Let's get rid of that. And all we need to do in here is pass in this dot property delegate. Lovely. Yeah, why has the music stopped? Video paused. Continue watching? Well, why did it pause? Don't do that. Can I tell it to not pause? I don't know. Sure. So. What else do we need to do? We need to create the renderer as well. Let's quickly go ahead and do that. Renderer, block. Can't really copy it. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? Right. Is that fine? Or is that going to break something? That's fine, right? I think so. Upgrade station block entity renderer. That's totally not a very long file name. Extends block entity renderer of upgrade station block entity. We're going to create the context first, so a private final block entity renderer. What is it, dispatcher? Fine, I'll just do the context like that. There you go, context public. Nice. And then we want to override render, and this is meant to be implement, isn't it? Of course. And then we go, yes, hello wide. I am streaming again. I did tell you on both Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday that I was going to be streaming today. But yes, we are live again. Matrices.pop. Who knows? Maybe I was streaming tomorrow too. I actually don't know, but maybe. It's possible. I need these. I should probably create a static method somewhere that does those for me. But well. What are we doing in this stream? This stream we are creating the upgrade station. so that we can upgrade things. That's the plan. So we're going to want the model as well. So let's create the upgrade station model, and this dot model is equal at, and then all we say is this dot model dot render us in the matrices. Yeah, that one. Get layer upgrade station model dot texture location. Yes, this is indeed a multi-block. Indeed it is. I'm kind of going for like I don't know how many of you know what I'm going to be talking about, but I'm basically going for like the immersive engineering automated workbench. If I can pull it up, actually. Should be able to. I'm sure it'll come up. Yeah, kind of something like this. So it kind of like you put the recipe in, and then it does a whole thing, and then it comes out. Basically what I'm aiming for with this. So that's the plan. I think that's fine for the renderer, right? So this is for upgrading the drill heads, at least for now. It will be used for other things as well in the future, probably. But for now, that's all we're kind of worrying about. We'll move on when necessary. I think that's basically everything. I hope I haven't broken something by accidentally cutting it. Can I like uncut it? No, you can't. No, that didn't work, did it? Can you uncut something? Or do I just not worry about it? If I do like that. Oh, there you go. There you go. Upgrade station screen. Okay, what I wanted to do in here though. So kind of what I want is like kind of like the stone cutter, right? So I don't know why I tried to put wood in it. I completely ignored that. But something like this, right, where you select the specific one that you want. It is kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm basically gonna have to recreate this. And I have a feeling that's gonna be a pain. You know what? Wait. I've done this before, right? I believe. Didn't I do this? I created a widget like this for something before. I'm sure I did. What was it? I think I'm sure it was something in Industria before, in one of the older versions. Thing is, I don't have any of the old versions locally anymore. I could clone one, but it would take absolutely forever. You know, I'll go on GitHub and I'll have a look. No, that's the new Industria. Looking for the old one, please. I have way too many repositories. Here we go. So I think this is the one. Maybe not. There isn't much here, is there? That's probably the new one. I'm looking for like the new, like the old new one. Or just the old one, apparently. Client. Screens. Ooh. Researcher. Is it this? Yes. So I created a scroll panel. But that's a forge thing, isn't it? Oh, it is. That's a forge thing. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. But there's no... Scroll... something? Scrollable widgets? Scroller? What is a scrollable widget though? Oh, that's a text field that can be like scrolled, I guess. Is that right? Let's see, if I go to implementation. Yeah, that is for those kind. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could have a look how the stonecutter does it, but it's probably a mess. So... grouping? What the? Render recipe icon? Is it these? What item? Oh, that just literally dropped. Mouse scroll? No, I don't understand. What does this actually do though? Was it all just handled in here? I think it is. So it's not like a custom widget or anything. That's quite weird, you know? Wait, so how is the scroll bar drawn? That here? Okay, for now I'm gonna yoink the scroller. I'm gonna yoink those. In fact, I'm gonna yoink all of these. They're all mine now. Okay. And then I'm gonna yoink these. Contents change list. This do. What does this do though? Hello? Oh, it's right here. That just runs it in there. I see. But how is input? How is this done? Like what I'm wondering. Oh, because it doesn't have an inventory, right? Right, it doesn't have an inventory. It doesn't like. I see. Yeah. What is this? That's interesting. Anyways. Okay, so render just does that. Render background. Here we go. Sure, let's do this. But now we're just going to copy it and we're going to try and see kind of like what it does, right? I think that's the best way to do this. So draw back. So we're going to need should scroll. So should scroll is what? Handcraft and handler.get available recipe count is greater than. So we are going to have to write obviously some code to get this to work. So I can do this actually. And you know how I can do this? Because I've kind of already implemented this. I can return this.block entity. I actually haven't created a method for it though. Because what I have here is a list of available recipes. So what I can do is I can create a method to get those. So public. I can just do get available. Like that. And then what I can do in here is I can say get available recipes dot size. Which means in here I can do that. That's fine. Now, what is K? I don't know. What actually is K? That's a good question. Lovely question. I can actually simplify this a little bit. 1 second. I can use screen utils.draw UI texture context, which means I can actually inline this because I don't care about having that as a thing. That's perfectly fine. Okay, now what is I and J? Is that just... Is that what? What is that? Let's have a look. I and J. Oh, that's just Y. Why is Y? So weird. Why is Mojang like this? Right. They do weird things like that. Okay. This is just I guess this is like the actual offset, like how much down the scroll bar is, right? Scroll offset. Now this is what let's say call this recipe start at recipe start Y, and this is, well, this is more of a scroll offset really. Okay, fine, refactor anyways, and then what I'll do is I'll rename this to be the scroll bar offset. Okay, then let's render the recipe background, so we'll grab that. Render recipe background, here we go. I'm just going to yoink this. Okay. And I can get the selected recipe. So this is actually getting the index, so I can grab that too. And I'm going to need a method for that one too, so put that in here. Nice. So that's that. Let's rename these then. What is this? What is I? The I is equal to scroll offset. I is less than the scroll offset, and I is less than the handler recipe. I'm confused. What actually is I? I don't really understand what this is doing, to be honest. This is drawing the background, right? Or does that mean it's drawing the background of each recipe? Like, is it drawing, like, this area? Yes. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, I would say so. So, okay, what it would help then is if we did this. So if we did column row. Well, no, this is more like X pause, and this is like a Y pause, and then this is like column, and this is the row, I think, and then this is what, the index? Is that right? That kind of makes sense. If so, I think that's maybe correct. And then we need to draw the icons as well. So let's come into here. Okay. Get available recipes. So yes, we do need that, but that gives a grouping. So right. But all this is used for is to draw the item, right? I believe. Is that right? Yeah, so it basically grabs the slot display and then draws the item from that. So really, all I actually need is to yeet that and yeet this. I don't care about that. I need to get the actual recipe here, right? So assuming this is the index, right? Oh, wait, actually I can check. Was that the index? Yes. So this is the index. That's the index. I can get rid of that. This, in that case, that does make sense that this would be the column. This would be the X pause. This would be the row. This would be the... Because I assume this is 4 across, so that the row being column divided by 4 makes sense. Yeah, that's fine then. So basically what we can do then is effectively this, but not quite this. So get rid of this. I do need a way to get the available recipes, but what that will actually get me is that will get me a list of registry key of recipe like that. And then what I can do, I can actually grab the recipe key. Don't know that there is a recipe thing on the client. Guess that's the problem, isn't it? Because there isn't actually a, like, they just don't exist on the client anymore. Okay, how is available recipe set? World.get recipe manager. Right. Oh. The Stonecutter does it all like hard coded, like proper hard coded. It does seem to, doesn't it? Yikes. Okay. Don't suppose I can do get client.world. I can get a property set? I don't know what that means. Oh, lovely. How do I do this then? I guess I have to request them, right? Do I really have to send a packet to the server that just requests the recipes? That seems stupid. Why the 1798 count? What do you mean, bro? It's not that bad. It's literally not that bad. Like it's genuinely not that bad. It has been worse in the past. And I am not rich. I cannot afford to buy an insanely high quality camera. So deal with it. That's my answer. So, how do we do this? Let's send a packet then to the client. We'll get back the recipes. No, that can't be how you're meant to do it. I'm going to look at the blog again. Fabric blog and just see if it mentions this. I know it said some stuff about recipes. Here we are. Recipes, here we go. The recipe system was reworked. Recipes are now identified using a recipe key, right? That's fine. Recipe and the recipe ID is now server-side only. It cannot be accessed from the client. Instead, clients receive a recipe display entry. It contains all information needed to display and run the recipe book. Recipes are identified using an integer. A recipe can have multiple display entries. That's great, but how do I get the recipe display entry? How do I get it? Like, I'm sorry, but you can't tell me I have to get a recipe display entry and then not tell me how I get it. Unless I'm being an idiot. Okay, let's do this then. Let's go recipe display entry. A recipe that is synced to the client. Note that this does not include the recipe's ID. Okay. But how do I get this? So, server recipe manager. Maybe I need the client recipe book? Which I think you get from the player, actually, don't you? So do I do this? Get recipes for category? And recipe book category in it. Upgrade station. And then... But that gets by index? What does that mean, though? So this gets a list of recipe result collection. List of recipe result. Recipe. Fine. Result collection. Result. Okay. Do that as well. Okay. But first of all, what is this? I don't understand. I just get this by index? Get recipes for category. Get results per category, I mean. But like... I don't understand. I don't understand. Like... Like, what does this actually do? List out results by category. How is this defined? That to map to. So it goes through each recipe book type, and then it puts the recipe book type with the type.get categories. Okay, I don't know what a recipe book type is though. Oh, that's this thing. Well, this is bloody useless then, isn't it? Unless... Because the map puts a recipe book type through a list of category. But when you get from the map, it gets a recipe book category, not a recipe book group, not a recipe book type. Am I going crazy? Recipe book group? So is a recipe book type a recipe? Okay. 1 second. And then a recipe book category is also a recipe book group. Why? I don't think this helps me, does it? I really don't think it does. Okay, well, in that case... You know what? It doesn't matter, does it? Because I am syncing it to the client. You know why? Because... Wait, no, I'm not. I'm just syncing the registry keys. I'm not actually syncing the actual recipe. Oh. Why is it so hard to get fucking recipes on the client now? This is ridiculous. I really don't know what to do, you know? Anyone have any ideas? You know what we could try? We can try look on GitHub. And we can see what other people have done. The issue wide is we need to get recipes on the client side. That's it. That's all I want to do. I have a registry key of a recipe, and I want to get that recipe on the client side. That's it. That's all I want to do. Vanilla doesn't do it. They simply just don't do it. So, and the one place they do it with stone cutters, they have this horrific grouping thing, which, I mean, I don't even know what's going on here. This is some jank if I've ever seen one. Like, I have no idea what's going on here. So, okay. The recipe display. I thought the recipe display was purely for the recipe book. However, maybe it's not. So, this serializer, you know, this, where is it? This, get displays, where is this called? This is called server side. Okay. So this is how the server gets the recipe entry from the recipe display. Okay. So how do I get that on the client? Adds it to a list. Okay, where is this used? This.recipes. This.recipe. Okay. And then that's split up here. The recipes by key. The recipes by key. How is this used? Each recipe display. And is this used? So this is in the server recipe book. So is the recipe book synced? So this is when the recipe book is added, and that adds it with the list. A list of entries, and an entry is what? Why did they have to make this so complicated? You know, it was perfectly fine before. In fact, it was too complicated before, and now they've just made it a billion times more complicated for what? For what gain? What gain has this happened? Has this caused? I see zero gain in doing that. Redonkulous. We can't be having this, man. We need to riot. We need to riot, truly. I've created this method and I don't even know how I can use it. That's absurd. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can just sync it manually. Like, can I just sync it myself? I mean, recipes have a serializer, and in the serializer, they have a packet codec. So, to me, that sounds like this just should sync, right? Does it not? Where is this used? Packet. Right, where is this used, please? Recipe entry. Okay, where is this used, please? That's what I wanted to know. It's not used? What do you mean? So they make you create a packet codec and it's not even used. It has 0 usages. Right. Right. Of course, because that makes so much sense, right? That just makes so much sense. This is actually not used. Like, IntelliJ is not just joking with me, right? No, but it must be used because it's public. It's public. It has to be used somewhere. IntelliJ just must be fucking with me, I think. It must be. Because if it's public, I'm pretty sure that means it's used somewhere. Because otherwise, the thing, I don't know what it is. The thing, it decreases access level to the lowest possible. So if it wasn't used, this would be private. But this has to be used somewhere. I think I'm just being lied to. I must be being lied to. Also, I don't know why I can't decompile this class. Oh, because it's a record, I guess, I think. Let's read this. A recipe is an arrangement of items in an inventory that can go to product items. Yes, I'm not an idiot. Recipes are not used on the client. Right? The server syncs to the client a recipe display entry, which is used instead. Recipes are loaded and stored in the server recipe manager. Recipes should not be stored as they may become obsolete after reload. Recipe entry is a pair of the recipe and its ID. A registry key, sure. ID can be used to refer to recipes in saved data. However, the client does not receive the IDs of recipes. Right. This just seems so useless. But what's the point in this then? Okay, so let's go to this. Okay, this doesn't have any. Lovely. Okay. I'm starting to run out of ideas. I really am. The thing is, I can't just sync it myself. I don't think, because I don't want to hold the recipes in memory. If I hold the recipes in memory, then I have to make my block entity some kind of resource reloader, which is stupid, and you shouldn't do that. I need a way. All I need, really, the one thing I need on the client is just the item. That's it. All I need. Literally just need the output item stack. of the recipe. That's all I need. But I have no way of getting it, as far as I can tell. I feel like it must be something from these results. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to print these results. I'm just literally just going to print the result. And I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to get rid of this. Okay. And any other errors. I don't think there should be any others, but I'll just build. I'm literally going to print this and I'm going to find out what it is. Because I don't think I really know what it is. And I think if I know what this is, it might, maybe, help. I'm noticing this network recipe ID a lot of places. So I'm thinking possibly that's something relevant here. I mean, is that all this is? Kind of. But it's like, how do you get the right one, right? How do I know which index it is my question. So, you know what would help, actually? I'm going to register a recipe as well, because I don't actually have any recipe. So it would probably help if I did that, right? I don't really want to write the data gen for that right now, though, because that's going to take a while. So I'm going to create a new directory, data.industria. Oh, right, data/industria /recipe. Oh, it just goes in there, right? I think. Data industria. Oh, it's just recipe. Good to know, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have figured that out. No, don't do that. No. Stop. Stop. I just want to... recipe. There we go. Let's create a new file. I'm just going to call this test. I meant to make that a JSON file. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. I'm really messing things up today, huh? Okay. So, I'm not sure how this JSON is actually meant to look, to be honest. So, it's a map of a character to an industrial ingredient. I don't really know how that actually looks, though. I have the codec for it. But I don't know how maps are done in codecs. Is it just an object? Is it just like... I don't know. How do you do recipes nowadays? Minecraft wiki. Here we go. And let's search recipe format. That thing? Format. Recipe serializers. Here we go. So it's a type, category, and then these two are optional, right? Oh no, these are okay, sure. It's just a type. Type. So type industria upgrade _ station. Okay. And then the rest is like the things, right? So if I go to here, I have the key, first of all. So key, and then I say, what do I have? Key codec. So it's a char, which is a string. So let's say, for example, A, and I think that's equal to just an item or something. That's equal to an industrial ingredient, which if I look at like this, not that. Like this, right? I can see it needs to have entries and then stack date. Oh no, it's just entries. So it would be something like this. But what I'm going to do is just Minecraft Apple, right? And for the sake of it, I'll also do like B, and I'll say beetroot. Sure. With a count of 2. Fine. It doesn't really matter. And then we have the pattern, which I think is an array. Let's check. So a collection of strings, yes. So that's an array, which is the pattern. So maybe I want like AB, ABA, sure. BAB, sure, fine. Fine. And then I think it's output. Let's check. Not that. This, yes, which is just an item stack. So output. How do you do item stack? Nowadays. Because I think they're different, aren't they? They're not, apparently. It is just actually that. So, sure. You know what? Fine. Sure, give us an alloy furnace. I don't really care. That'll work. So, if I do that, so that is test.json. And if I run that, let's see what happens. Let's... Hopefully this works, though. Or, yeah, hopefully it gives us something, is kind of what I want. I want something to be printed. If nothing's printed, I will be very disappointed. Oh, and we should also be able to see the model we've rendered and stuff, so we'll check those too. Okay, yeah, the model's rendered, that's good. That's expected, to be honest. I expected nothing different. It's slightly wrong though, isn't it? Or why can I walk in this? I don't know, it's being a bit weird. It must not be rotated or something. So nothing was printed. Right. Let's step into get a recipe book. This.recipe book. This.recipe. How am I gonna find it? Can I... Okay, I'm looking for one that is an upgrade station recipe, right? So look for that, chat. Look for it. Shout at me if you see it. Jesus Christ, there are so many stonecutter recipes. Holy Manoli. I feel like this is missing a lot of recipes. Right? Maybe not. But you know what? You know what? It doesn't even have the alloy furnace recipes. No, why did it did not work? Size 1. Maybe it's this. Furnace recipe display. Raw copper. What? Raw copper to copper. And a blast furnace. Why is there only one? I'm not sure I understand. I'm not sure I understand this at all, actually. What is this? This is something to do with logs. Huh. So, for whatever reason, it's just not synced, I guess? Or yeah, I guess it's just not synced, right? Because it just doesn't exist for the client. Which mod loader is preferred nowadays? Preferred Fabric or Forge? It's either Fabric or NeoForge. It really depends who you talk to. But yeah, either Fabric or NeoForge really are the two options. Forge is still used by some people, but it's just not really a thing anymore. To be honest. God. Okay. I don't know how to do this, to be honest with you, chat. This might be another point where I have to ask for help again. And if I'm very lucky, maybe someone will know. So that's probably my plan. And to be honest, we have been streaming for only an hour and a half. Oh no, almost 2 hours because I started late. So, and we're not going to get anything done in the next 15 minutes because yeah, because I don't know how to do this. Never heard of NeoForge? Yes, NeoForge is a fork of Forge, because Forge, basically all of the developers left Forge because they don't like or didn't like Lex, so they left. And they made a fork which is NeoForge, and now basically Forge is like quote unquote dead, and NeoForge is basically the replacement. That's basically, I mean, there's more to it than that, but that's like the crux of it, really. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this stream because there isn't really much I can do. I mean, we can try and fix this. I don't know why this is not rotated though. If I go 1 second. Let's try and look for the controller. There we go. Facing west. Okay, I want to know if I place it somewhere else. It is actually rotating though. I think it's just rotating the wrong way. I think my model's probably the wrong way around, actually. Is probably why. If I just do 180 negative. Huh, I'm surprised that didn't change anything, actually. $90 degrees plus? $90 minus? Huh. Maybe... I don't know. That's weird, actually. Oh, because you know what I did? I know what I did. If I do this. There you go. Yeah, because when I made the model, I centered it around the middle. Instead of, I should have centered it around where the controller was. But the controller is actually this block here. Whereas I tried to basically make the middle this block, which is wrong. I do need to just 180 this though. This is still wrong, actually, apparently. Probably because this is going to be different. No, it shouldn't be. Is it 2 blocks? Not 2 blocks, right? Must have just made it worse. That's made it so much worse. No, I'm sure it's 1. And then maybe the X is wrong too. What the hell? Wait, why are these still here? Okay, maybe this was something left over then. Maybe that's not. Nope, this is genuinely actually just wrong, isn't it? If I do 1 on the Z. How? How? Wait, how? Is it not 180 then? Is that wrong? Oh god, I'm so confused. I am mind-numbingly confused. Okay. I'll figure this out some other time. Because to be honest, between now and the next stream, I'm going to create a new model for this anyways. Most likely. Also, there's things going on here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why there's a block there. There's weird things happening, okay? But yeah, between kind of now and the next stream, I'll have a look at this and I'll see if I can fix that. It's probably just something to do with the model, because I probably completely messed up the model by not centering it where it should be centered. So I'll fix that. And then hopefully between now and the next stream, I'll figure out this recipe thing. I'm sure I'm probably doing something stupid. Hopefully. I'm hoping I'm doing something stupid and they haven't just completely scuffed recipes. Yeah, see, this one's fine, isn't it? This one should just be, like, not rotated. Wait. But that's still wrong. I don't know. Something very weird going on here. So yeah, I will try and figure out recipes. I'm hoping it's not too bad. It's probably fine. It's probably something not too hard to figure out. At least that's really my hope. I'm really hoping that. Otherwise I will be quite disappointed. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. So I know we haven't done a huge amount, to be honest, have we? Because, well, yeah, we haven't really done much at all. But hopefully the next stream will be more productive. And we'll figure it out. So, yeah. I will see you in the next stream, which I don't know when that will be. I might stream tomorrow, maybe, but I might not. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I will see you in the next stream, and good night, everybody. So, bye bye.